out in the
Oh,
open.
there you are. Yeah, you're just a little gray plane on a gray tarmac.
Yep.
That was a fast alignment. All right, so I am powering on my GPUs. Or no, these are not GPUs. What are they? BR?
Yeah, they're GPU 38s.
Because I remember him talking about you have to let them warm up. They do an alignment
They
just
do.
like the plane does.
They do. You'll see it on your stores page.
Yep. All right, I am aligned. Good deal. Took one fuel bag.
I gotta turn down the brightness on some of this stuff that's sparkling on it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Normally I like it to be fairly bright, but some of it's a little too much.
Okay, I'm pretty light, so I'll use 16 as my trim, takeoff trim.
Yeah, I need to change my cat.
Okay, there it is. I'm fully aligned. I am ready to taxi.
All right, so you think we cannot enter the lat longs on this without being in the air, correct?
I don't know if it'll let you or not.
All right, it's aligned now, so let me see if I can
Yeah.
remember how to do it.
So mine is ticking down. I've got like 9 minutes, but I think it only takes about 2 minutes.
And see, I don't see a way. I don't see where I'm going to enter that data.
Yep. Let me. Are you already at the end of the airfield?
No, I'm still at my parking space. I'm
Okay.
looking at the. I just hate to do this in the air because it seems like it's inefficient, but.
Okay. Now we'll go ahead and go through here. I'm still not aligned with the JDAM. So once it's aligned, it's ticking down for me.
Oh, you get a takedown. That's nice. Because mine didn't give me a any indication until the ready popped on.
Oh. It takes about 3 minutes, I think.
See, when I hit control for the bombs, I get a profile page that shows the impact angle, impact azimuth,
Yep.
Impact velocity,
Yep.
air burst. I don't know what AD 4 seconds is. I can't remember that.
Okay.
But nowhere in here is there a button associated with, you know, programming a point.
So there isn't a mission page. So at least for the Hornet, there's a JDAM display, and in the JDAM display there's a mission page. That's the mission. Okay, I'm fully aligned. I'm gonna go ahead and stop, and then we can step through this.
Yeah, see, there's a pre-programmed and a viz, which I think is you're going to do it visually.
Okay, so we can do this in safe mode. So once you go to the stores page,
Right.
it shows the wing form along with your weapons and stuff like that.
Correct.
For me at least, there's a mode that you can pick. In this case, between TOO and preplanned. So we're using preplanned, and so that's set correctly. Then your fuse, your E-fuse, set it for instantaneous. So that should say near the bottom of the platform what your fusing settings are. For me, it's E-fuse instantaneous. For me, there's a page that says JDAM display. When I hit that, it brings me to another page that now I can set the release type. If it's manual, or auto loft, or flight director. In this case, we'll just stick with manual. And in the middle, it should say, for me at least, it says release manual quantity 1. So right now it's telling me that you're working with manual release on the weapon, and we're talking quantity 1 at the moment. And
yeah, okay, so let me look on my list and see if there's something for GPS.
Yeah.
GPS, well, it says under development, but I know he went through and pre-programmed them. All right, maybe you just need to continue, and I need to go watch a video, and I'll be back.
No, but for me, you can also set the number of active pylons that you want to use this. So for me, I'm gonna pick pylon 3 and pylon 7, which put a box around them. So that tells the system, okay, I'm going to use both pylons, and so now quantity is boxed. So it's on this page that you go to yet another page called the mission page, and that's the page where you can pick the pre-planned point and you start populating the lat longs.
Yep. Let me go watch Wagner's video again, and I'll
Okay.
be right back.
I'll go ahead and continue this and set my pylons up.
Yeah, see, Matt is saying that once he's airborne, he'll set up the weapon, so I suspect you're right, it can't be done on the ground in this aircraft. So I'm going to go ahead and taxi.
Okay. I will taxi too, but I do have one bomb set. So let's see if that actually holds. So I'll go back to my checklist page there, and then we'll taxi.
And I'm still having this weird intermittent thing with the, there's two little indicator lights that pop up on each side of the HUD.
Yeah. The
And
one on the right is your nose wheel steering.
yep. And the one on the
Uh,
left
is your angle of attack.
is your AOA. Yeah. So they're both dead right now.
Well, there's a little nub sticking out on the side. That's your brightness. So drag that up or down,
Oh, there we go.
and then it'll give you.
So why does that? Sometimes that's on and sometimes it's off.
It is? Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I've gone through a dozen different, missions, and sometimes I see things and sometimes there's nothing there. I didn't realize you could adjust that.
Okay. Windsock checks. We are taking off to the east.
Okay. Well, thank you for showing me that knob, because
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what controls that, if it's on or off.
right, that's
I
what I
really
was
don't.
curious about, because it seems like half the time, I mean, maybe it's a hot start, it's already on.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
and it could be different mission makers, but I don't remember ever seeing a way to control, some of the lighting things. All right, looks like I'm going to have to cross the runway and come taxi down to where you are, unless you want to taxi up to this spot.
No, you come to me.
Okay. Yeah.
And in fact, you can make a U-turn and line up as soon as you're ready. And
Right.
like I said, we'll head off to the northeast. And I think our planned altitude for the attack is 30,000. So
Yeah.
we'll just continue a straight climb and put it on attitude hold.
Oh, so anyway, part of my consternation about seeing the images of the F4U Corsair was that I'm still waiting for the Mossy to come out.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's what I
I'm
like to
already
come out.
looking at another plane.
Yeah. No, that would be exciting for that one to come out.
Alright, so the windsock looks totally different here.
So the wind is coming from basically almost. So we're going to have a slight right crosswind taking off.
Right.
But we are taking off into the wind, which is what we should be doing. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, usually I'm cheesy when I make missions, and if I can't fly an aircraft yet, I just put the wind straight down the runway. Alright, I'm set.
I will line up right.
Copy.
And they obliged us by turning on
The lights.
the lights. Yeah, sweet.
Set.
Okay, one is set. Powering up. Rolling.
Just rolling.
And one's up.
Two's up. High and to your right.
Okay, looks like let's do 060.
Copy 060.
And we'll continue to climb. I'll keep it at about 300 indicated.
Okay.
And I think, just like in the Hornet, you have an auto throttle, which I will engage here. So it'll at least try to maintain that airspeed. So 8 degrees on the flight path markers, giving me about 4,500 feet per minute climb rate. Okay, so let's see if it took. Okay, looks like yeah, it took the first one. It's still in there. So I'm going to step to next pylon and plug in my next one.
And I'll see you on my data link.
Oh, hang on.
Actually, let me put mine to transmit.
Because mine isn't on. That's why.
Oh, well, that'll explain that. Yeah, I just lost you when we came off the runway. I ended up nose high. I'm just making sure I'm still following you somewhere.
Okay, let me see if I see you on my SA range.
You should be ahead. Oh, there, I see you now. You're ahead of me. Good. I let my...
Don't quite see you yet, but that's okay.
Yep, should be right behind you. I let my throttle fall off because I was overtaking you on the takeoff. Now, of course, I'm obscured in clouds.
Okay, I've got the... Alright, so let me go continue with the lat long on this one.
Wow, that's a nice sunrise.
It's a little too obscured for me on the cloud deck. It's like the cloud deck's around, what, 15,000?
Yep. Oh, you're still coming through the clouds?
Yeah, you're probably up behind me. I'm just doing about a 7-degree climb now, 3,600 feet per minute.
All right, I'm at 21,000. I'm going to hold my altitude and listen to Matt walk me through this.
Okay. All right, there's number 2 plugged in. So now I step back to the first pylon and then pick PP2. There you go. It allowed me to pick PP2. Now I'm going to plug in the third number. Okay, number 3 is in. And I left my heading drift 080 now. Step to station, the other station, pick PP2. Okay, now that's working out. That's what I didn't do the other night. That's why I had multiple bombs go off on the same target. I don't understand why I don't see you on my SA page.
I should be at your 9. About 5 miles.
Okay.
So now I realize I'm watching the wrong video because he's just pre-planning these on waypoints. Crap.
He's what? He's what?
He was using waypoints to pre-plan.
Ah. By the way, the target area is waypoint 4, so you can use we can use that as our guiding navigation aid. And I'm showing about 44 miles from that, so we're heading away, continuing on to 30,000, and then we can loiter about until we get set up, and then we'll head in. Coming up on 30, and I'm leveling off. See me on the data link?
I do. You're probably 10 or 12 miles to my 3 o'clock. I show you at 29,000. I'm at 26,000. I see you. You're leaving a nice contrail, so I have you at my 3.
Okay.
I'm probably still too low. No, I'm starting to contrail now, but I'm still just below the clouds.
Okay, I'm just maintaining about 240 indicated.
Yep, I'm climbing again. I'm just now coming through 29,000, and I'm in the middle of the clouds, so I'm going to continue to climb. I'm above the clouds now.
Oh, there you are. I see you.
All right, throttle it back and let it.
Oh no, I do see you. You are.
Nope.
You're on my 10
10.
o'clock. I'm at 10 o'clock. Let's see it. Oh, look at that. My HMD even shows you 15.4 and with a circle. So the joint helmet mounted queuing system.
All right, sorry. So, Camp just went through it and said we can designate targets with a steer point. So, I guess you can't. There's no way yet to enter the coordinates unless you know a way to do it.
Really? So for the F-16, there's no pre-planned mode?
Well, there is, but I guess they haven't implemented it yet. I'm just kind of really annoyed. Well, the pre-planned is to put down. Oh no, you're right. Pre-planned.
Pre-planned is where you punch everything in because you have the lat longs for each one of them.
Yeah, well, he's saying that you can use it as a steer point for the pre-planned mode. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get offline and read more about it and see if I can find out how it works. But I'm going to go ahead and go drop one based on that as a steer point.
Okay, I'm starting a slow right turn.
Copy. Turn it with you.
And this is nice that I can see you on both the SA page and out the window. You're marked as Uniform India 11 according to my code here. Out the window. It looks like the waypoint is roughly 250 on the heading. So continuing the right turn. Good thing at this altitude, you know, we're sipping fuel at about 2,700 pounds per hour. Okay, you're showing now on my 6, continuing to turn, looks like.
Yep, I lost some altitude coming around that turn. But I'm looking for the nav point now.
I really like what they did with the environment, with the clouds and stuff. They got different layers. It's not doing too much on the frame rate hits. Okay, and I'm leveling out. Okay, and I see what looks like a diamond, which is my first JDAM target on the HUD, which lines up coincidentally with the waypoint 4, which is at the middle of the X. Okay, it looks like you are at my 3 o'clock now.
Oops, I've lost you.
I'm at your
trying
9
to listen
o'clock.
to Camp again.
Same altitude. $17 miles. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pop on the auto. Use auto couple and let the autopilot fly me. And before I do that, I should have made sure that I was in waypoint 4, which I'm not. So I'm going to turn that off. Waypoint 4. Then up. Showing 63 miles to the X.
Yeah, I'm at. Well, stand by. I'm not sure what my range is. 69. Yeah, down at the bottom.
Yep. And the good thing on the HUD for the JDAMs, it gives you a timer, time to minimum or maximum range. I'm showing about 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, I see the symbology coming up on the HUD or on the MFD. Okay, I gotta remember, so I'm gonna pickle, step, pickle, step. I'm gonna do that 4 times because I have 4 bombs. Yep, I see you in the distance, about 15 miles off my right wingtip.
Yep, I see your contrail now. I've lost you in the cloud, but
Yeah. No, I see you visually as well as the SAPH data link.
yep, I have you. Certainly have you on the data link. Yep. And that thing is handy, isn't it?
Okay. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to max range. Yeah, you can drop these bombs in the stratosphere. They won't even know you were there. $40.
Yeah, I didn't realize as my speed is increasing here because I put my throttle up, the max range is opening up. So where's the actual steer point? Is it the middle of the X?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm just going to drop 2 on the steer point since I don't think I really have a choice here.
Well,
And I'll
not
go
sure.
offline.
Not sure if you'll hit anything though.
No, that's fine. If I hit the steer point, then I'll be happy that it works.
That you plugged in the steer point to the bomb. Now there's got to be a way to punch in the lat longs the way it was intended to, because the steer point and the mark points are just another way to suck in the lat longs into the bomb.
Alright, 29 miles. 1 minute. Well, I guess that's the maximum point, right?
Yeah, so for me it'll say in range, and then it'll say shortly after that in zone, at which point that's when I can start pickling the bombs. So I think at this point I'm going to go ahead and disconnect auto coupling, because when I pass the waypoint it's going to try to turn around. Okay, getting close there, about 30 seconds.
I show 19 miles. I thought we could drop her. Whoops. It went away. 2 off.
Okay, let's see if it shows up.
Alright, I'm just going to leave my plane to fly along.
Yep, you can watch the bombs. Okay, I'm in range and in zone, and pickle 1 bomb, step, pickle another bomb, pickle, all bombs away. And I'm going to continue straight ahead. I just realized I don't even have to press the step. I just need to pickle them because they automatically jump to the next
steps for you.
Steps to the next pylon. So I actually dropped both weapons on the left wing first, and then went to the other one. Okay, very simple. But I don't know which bomb this is. Was this the first bomb I released or not? I don't know.
Those bombs have a surprisingly flat trajectory, I think.
Yeah, they do. But then again, we're going real fast too.
Yeah.
This bomb is still above the clouds. Actually, I might be seeing some of your bombs.
Yeah, mine are below the horizon now. I think mine are going to fall short. I don't think I was going fast enough. Well, they still look like the nose is pointed straight at the target.
Yeah, the middle of the X.
But it's such a flat trajectory. That's not possible. That is going to hit them, though.
Oh, there's one. There's a truck right there in the middle, too.
All right, yeah, both of mine hit within about 10 meters of each other.
So it followed it.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, so I mean, as long as there's a way. Oh, I got 16% damage on the truck.
Okay, this guy is going to
Oh, he's going to the radar. Yeah.
the radar.
Oh, somebody already got the radar. Yeah, looks like you put 3 into the radar, or else I was
did?
watching a secondary. Yeah, I saw 2 explosions hit the radar before the bomb I was watching hit the radar.
But I also saw one tank damaged. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a right descending turn. Oh, one of the tanks got destroyed.
All right, so I'm following ground targets now, looking around.
Yep.
Where am I at? Okay, there we go. Yes, I have. The radar is destroyed and one of the tanks is destroyed. So I think you must have double tapped
The radar.
each. No, I think you double tapped both of them because you dropped 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you either. Well, I mean, you had a direct hit on the tank, so.
Well, one of the
Mission
tanks is
accomplished.
gone, and the radar is gone. So that still didn't work the way I expected it. I expected 4 different targets to be hit. So if two bombs went to the same target each, then there's still something wrong I'm not doing right.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Looks like the one burning tank has 2 splashes.
And
So
the
I would
radar
say
has
you
2.
did 2 and 2.
The radar has two craters too. I bet.
Yeah. So what I saw was the first bomb hit, then there was a secondary explosion, and then the bomb I was watching hit. So you still haven't gotten
the pre-planned 1 and pre-planned 2 correct.
Yeah, each rack needs to be independent.
Each bomb in each rack needs to be independent.
Oh yeah.
So I have to figure out how to input a separate target for each bomb on the same rack. Because I think that's what the problem was. Okay, I see that one of the tanks on the north that's burning, which is one of my targets, as well as the radar that's burning. So that's why you don't see them on the map anymore. They're destroyed.
Yeah.
But so that confirms that maybe 2 bombs hit 1 target apiece, which is not my intent. My intent was to put 1 bomb on target. Oh well, back to the drawing board.
Yep.
All right, since we took off to the east, I'm going to set up to do an overfly west to east, and then land to the east.
I'm turning back. Do we have a waypoint for the start or
for Kobuleti?
Yes.
Altitude.
I don't
0.
know. Will it go to 0?
Okay, I'm approaching square leg.
I'm still way off the coast.
Okay, I'm paralleling the runway now. I'm going to do my brake past the far end.
Oh, I see some room.
Doing a left brake.
Well, that was funny. I'm way up above the clouds, looking down, trying to find any kind of landmark that'll tell me where I'm pointing, and I'm watching the waypoints on the HSD, and all of a sudden I see this bright reflection of the water in Square Lake off the sun.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, very nice confirmation of that's where I need to go. Just now coming down through the cloud deck.
Okay, I'm downwind. Okay, turning base. Okay, turning final. Show final.
Oh, that's interesting. I can actually see your aircraft, and I'm probably 5 miles out. Again, just more sun reflecting off your aircraft.
Okay, one's down.
I know my boots dry.
Alright, I
Overhead.
clear the runway.
All right, awesome.